In this part of the tutorial, I am again back with the Firebase Studio, and in our previous tutorial itself we have started the Firebase Studio and created a basic application under 5 minutes. And to the continuation of it, in today's vlog I would like to explore further more on this particular Firebase Studio. And the reason why I am insisting this particular tool is like this would be helpful for the beginners who are interested to get started with this particular programming. Here you will get a very good idea of a particular application which you are going to create. For example, it might be a beginner level project even. Here we have got the power of AI, and also you can edit the code. You might be familiar with this particular tools previously, but they were like a drag and drop thing, and mostly the code generated by those tools are not easily readable. But here Firebase Studio gives you the combination of both AI, like based on the prompts you specify, it will create a project for you, and also it will give you the option to edit the code and make that particular application as per your requirement. So in our previous tutorial itself, we have seen a basic introduction here, and there we have seen a simple application. And now in the real world, we can't deal with the simple applications, right? We need to have a full-fledged applications, and that needs to be made on various platforms available like Flutter, Android, iOS, React. So now let's get started and try to explore, does Firebase Studio provide all these options for us. So here is the prompt box where you can specify what you require, the particular application or what you require you can specify over here. And also if you come a bit closer here, start coding an app, so it is ready to provide you a workspace, or it is also ready to import the existing repo which you have worked. And if you come a bit right here, it gave you a list of options like Go, Python, Flask, Java, .NET, Android Studio Cloud, Flutter, Angular, Next.js, Node Express, Gemini API, and Jenkit, Astro, MongoDB, and React Native Expo variant. Okay, so these are wide variety of options. Almost the things are covered, and few might not be. So let us try to make use of this particular platform and try to create a Flutter project now. Okay, so here it is asking us the Flutter project name, and we can give it like my Flutter, just like it specified, and just tap on the create button. So this time we are not going with the prompt, we have specified the respective platform here, and it is setting up the workspace and all the things like initializing, building environment, and finalizing. So this might take initially some time, but once these things are done, we will be provided with a online space where we can create our Flutter application. So you need not have a local IDE, or you need not have a initial setup done on your local computer. So this takes care of all the things and provide you the space to get started. And here you go, our IDE. And here if you clearly observe, this is the browser itself. We are not using any IDE specifically. And this IDE or Visual Studio Code, if you are familiar with Microsoft VS Code, so here is our Explorer. And for those who are familiar with Flutter projects, this would be easily recognizable for you, the Explorer. In the middle section you have your code, and on the right hand side you have got the output provided in terms of Android and Gemini, and also web here. Also we'll try to look whether iOS option is also available or not. But for now, let's get started with these particular things. And here you could see the output here. So this is what the code, you might be familiar, like the first code, I mean the when you have created a project, this is what the code which you are having in the project, that is a counter, and which is displayed over here on the right hand side. And even the Android, here you got the similar thing. And if you observe, while I selected the platform, the app is getting installed here, and it is starting to show the preview even. So you might be asking whether I can build an enterprise level of application using this particular tool. And honestly, I'm not pretty much confident that we can build an enterprise level application. But the thing is, like, you can get started with your application. You can have a good knowledge on learning Flutter, Android, or all the platforms which we have seen before. And as this is the early stage for Studio, then going on, it might be providing you much more better options. And also, the most important thing is for those who are having a basic computer or laptop that doesn't support, okay, for example, if you are trying to install an Android Studio or Xcode for coding purpose, then you might be well familiar like what is the hardware requirement you need to have in place. For those, this would be a very much helpful tool, right? So you have got the inbuilt support for the emulators, simulators, and web browsers even. And also the added advantages, this is all powered by AI. And here we see the Android output is also been up and available now and is working as expected. And what would be Gemini? So here we have got the AI tool even. So whenever you get any issues in the code, you can just start typing here, or here you can find the predefined prompts as well. So we have got a wide variety of options, I could see. And this is similar to that of our Android Studio where we try to create the applications. And also you have got the extensions, run and debug options here. And also let us try to see what is the version of the Android here which we got, and try to find out what is the version of Android that we were being provided. And also I could see it's a bit lagging, and it's not uh, faster, but that's okay. We are using it in a browser level, right? So I think this is okay. And Android 14 is the version. So you can see Android 14 is being provided over here, and I think it is pretty much decent. And also this got the Explorer, Firebase Studio, and this is our workspace. And yes, we have got a quite a good options here. Host web app with Firebase, deploy to Cloud Run, add Gemini API, add Google Maps platform, add secret manager. And even we got the source control here. We can publish the code to GitHub. So now I also suggest you people to get started with this particular tool and let me know how you feel in creating the Flutter applications. So this tutorial covers you the basic introduction to the Flutter project creation in Firebase Studio, and I hope this is pretty straightforward. And we have created our initial Flutter application in Firebase Studio. I hope you like this tutorial, and if you like this tutorial, do like, share and subscribe to our channel for more interesting content.